Virgo, my little lovelies, how you doing, guys? So I'm here to do your next 48 hours. There's a few changes with the channel. I'm just going to quickly do just a load of next 48-hour readings for you, okay? Pump a load out. So let's see what you've actually got coming up for your next 48, Virgo. Your actual weekly reading is over on Patreon, and I think it was a very good one, actually, for you guys. But it is over Patreon. It was done this morning. So let's see, for the next 48 hours, what's Virgo got coming up, please? For the next 48 for Virgo, or Life Path 9. So you've got, this just came up in the last reading I did, actually. The same card. So you're more than likely talking to someone. They had the 7 of Wands. I forget what reading it was I did. Just a second, literally just a second. I am a goldfish, Virgo. I am a Pisces. I got the memory span of a goldfish. 2 or 3 seconds and I forgot. So, anyway. So yeah, more than likely talking, reconciling, okay, talking to one another. Someone does want this opportunity to speak and talk and get on. It could be a new person that you're with, and if it isn't, it could be a friend. And if it isn't that, then, well, if you haven't got a love life, you could be a mother, okay. But if we're looking at your love life, then, yeah, there is talking here, which is good. It's good to talk, right, Virgo? Let's see, what's Virgo got going on for the next 48 hours, please, for Virgos? Wow, there's a lot of talking. There's either a lot of clients coming in. This person's got children. It's a backwards and forwards kind of thing. As soon as I've sent one, I'll reply. As soon as I've seen you've sent a message, I'll reply straight back. It's like definitely not leaving anyone hanging, okay? Could be a hangman. Could be have something to do around a Pisces for a lot of you. I'm not going to leave you hanging, hangman. Floated in midair. Let's see, Pisces. You could be dealing with the Pisces. Virgo, what's going on with Virgo, please, for Virgo? Next for Virgo. So you're coming up with your own card. Life Path 9 or Virgo. I don't know. I'm feeling slightly dubious. Okay, or Julie, or Juby, or me-Julies. Some of you could be smoking copious amounts of crack or ganja. But yeah, there's, I don't know, there's worry, there's stress, there's fear, there's panic. You know, it's overanalyzing. It's like, do I really want to go through this again? Like, I want to and I'm going to, but should I? It's that fear here, fear. Wounded from past experiences. Can't seem to figure out my mind. Can't seem to think straight. But if you are a Virgo or a Life Path 9, you're going to get these energies because you are 9, right? You are a 9 energy. So it can be PTSD, trauma, suffering through an old cycle, or Mike or Melissa, Maria. Anybody's got M in their name? Okay, let's see. Virgo, what they got coming up, please, for the next 48. So there's a Pisces 3. Some of you have got an ex-husband or a wife, and this is social services, family social services here. Like my kids, my family and my children and my kids, they have to go to a 3 of Pentacles before they get there. That's not all of you, but some of you. Because I was picking up a vibe of a single mum, maybe. Virgo, Life Path 9 energy. Having to go to court or having to go to social services. That's the go in between the ex-husband or family member, where the children have to go. So if you've got ex-kids and they go off to see their father or mother, this is where they go here first before they go here. That person could be a Piscean, Gemini or Capricorn for a lot of you. Now, if that isn't anything to do with social services and children, and you are a Virgo or you're a Life Path 9 and you are actually talking to someone, the person that you're more than likely talking to is a Life Path 3, a Pisces, Gemini, Capricorn. And this would come up as you guys, right? Slightly dubious about going through this circumstance again, because this is my Steve Cartman drama triangle. Okay, like all the time we keep arguing, getting back together, I want to talk to you. There's definitely learning, like you've learned something, okay? This is a very much of a big card about learning. Okay, and I want to talk to you about how do you see yourself now? How do you see this playing out? What do you want? What don't you want? What do you like about me? What annoys you? What doesn't annoy you? Can you try and stop doing that at least? If we're going to speak and we're going to talk, then, you know, we need to go over all of these things to think, well, what fucking caused this in the first place? Why do you get so triggered? Why do you keep ghosting me? Trust me, right? I can give you it from a man's perspective that has run out on all of my situations with women, all of them. Because you guys sometimes fucking hate me, all right, or like me. But one thing you do have to realise is that I am the masculine energy of what you guys don't fucking like a lot of the time, right? So me, what do I notice when it comes to cycles? I don't like it when women fucking moan, but they do have hormones, right? They have the hormones once a month, and they moan a hell of a lot. Being a guy, okay, I don't like people that complain and moan. I hate being told what to do. Can't stand it. If someone starts moaning, I leave. I don't stay around to help. And that is a big problem of mine that I've noticed through my cycles, that I don't stay around long enough to be listened to, complain to. But a lot of the men that I know that are still in relationships, their fucking girlfriend or wife is battering their goddamn head in. And I'm not kidding. Nearly all of my mates, their wife batters their head in, constantly moaning at them. I'm not cooking this. You're not doing anything. You didn't do the washing up. You didn't do that. You couldn't look after yourself. I'm sick to death of it. I'm fucking hormonal. Blah, blah. I'm sorry, but I see it every single day with all of my friends. Through my past experiences, right, and stuff like that I've gone through, I've noticed that I don't stay around long enough to put up with it. Instead of saying, right, give me a break, right? Why? Because I have a lot of Scorpio and Aries placements, right? So it takes me ages to get angry, right? I don't get angry easy. It takes me a long time to get angry. But when I am angry, it takes me a lot longer to actually calm down. It does. Like, this is why I don't like getting angry, especially when you're in a relationship. Now, if you guys think I'm talking about myself and you don't like it, this is the advice I'm giving you. Okay, from a male's perspective. Okay, when it comes to someone moaning and complaining, it takes me a long time to get angry, and I'll have plenty of patience as a Piscean. I'll have patience and I'll have patience and I'll have patience. But eventually my patience run out, where I start to get really fucking angry. And before I do lash out at anybody, I invertedly just run. I run, right? So instead of staying around to deal with whoever it is that's got the complaint, I leave. It's a big problem for me, because what I've noticed with my friends, when they're in relationships, they just put up with it. They'll just say, oh, you know, or okay, and they'll be like, meh, 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 meh. And they won't leave, they won't quit the relationship, they'll stay, and they will put up with it, and then it'll happen again and again, but they put up with it. Me, I'm not that kind of person. I find that very difficult to do that, right? So instead of saying, you know, what's the matter? Are you all right? Right? I go, just, you know, you'll be all right. Just get over it. You know? so I like when I'm angry, I can't stay around. If I'm gone and I've had enough and my anger is to its peak, I can't be around anyone for a long period of time, because I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, right? So it takes me ages to get angry, and takes me a long time, longer than others, to drop it, to actually forget it when I'm angry. That's why I don't like getting angry. Okay, so these kind of situations can be, that is what is presented to you in circumstances of a relationship where you've got to be careful on your temper and your mood swings that create mirrors that trigger people off through their aggression. Okay, through their aggression. Because nines can be, there is something that's not right in this relationship, and I need to focus on the one thing that isn't right about you. Okay, that's in a relationship. Okay, I'm satisfied until I get. Nines are very unsatisfied and then satisfied energies. You can find them very difficult to judge, because they've got 9 of Pentacles, right? 9 of Wands, okay? 9 of Swords, right? So, like, 9 of Pentacles, healthy, great relationship, brilliant, dieting, everything else. Sabotage, right? So what pattern have I noticed? And I'm going to give you this. It's up to you whether you want to listen, right? Because some people are fucking moaning. What have I noticed a pattern of that may help you? Right, my diet. I do a week or two, and then I give up. I run from responsibility of it. Do it a week, brilliant. Start to feel good. Start to lose weight. Sabotage it. Okay. Stop smoking. Start vaping. Do it well for a week. Have a blip of food. Fuck it. I might as well start smoking again. Have a few cigarettes. Lasts a week. I've give up. I've left before before the progress is working. Right. Stupidly enough, but like a PS5. I'll buy a game. I'll look at it, I'll play it for about a week, and then I'll give up and I won't finish it, and I'll leave it, right? So, relationships. Start arguing, bitching and moaning, make me angry, don't want to know, leave, don't stay around long enough to sort it out, okay? So it's a pattern that is fed through this also reading here that came up for why I ended up talking about this. Was to do with these triggers, okay? Are you willing to work on what it is that makes you unsatisfied in the relationship, both of us, to come to terms with what works and what doesn't work, what triggers you off and what pisses you off, what doesn't? Because I do want to talk about it, and I do want to reconcile if you do, but I do not want to keep being ghosted and you to run out on me all the time. But, like I said, you've got to look at what it is, why a person ghosts a person and runs out on them. Okay, because they're your lessons. That's everything that you're going over about someone that's masculine. Now, if it's because someone is complaining at the person, then the one that complains, don't forget, man, if y'all got like Sagittarius or Taurus in your chart or life path 5, there can be a lot of energy of having mood swings. Okay, not saying you have, because I'm doing a Virgo reading, but if you have any 5 in your chart, that represents temper and mood swings. Okay, so at the moment as it stands, there is talking. Okay, now if you guys are like, man, this person's batshit crazy and loopy and narcissistic and controlling, and I don't even want them, there you go. That's your answer. Okay. I don't know what's going on in your life. Let's see. What's the Knight of Cups? Why is the Knight of Cups here, please, for Virgo? Is Libra. Okay. Or a life path 2. Anywhere. Doesn't matter. But there is this energy of like reconciliation. Do you want to talk about this? This has to be fair. How do you see it? Well, okay. Well, how do you see it? It's very diplomatic energy. I can see it from both sides now. Okay, I can see my fault in it, and I can also see your fault in it as well. Are you going to take part responsibility and blame? Now, if you have to go to court, any of you here, and you're going to court, this might be very difficult for this person here to get this person to take any kind of responsibility, because I feel it's more about, I just need you to take the children, but I don't like having the kids. Because it's a narcissistic ex-controlled relationship that stood its test of time. That's why this be a court appearance or an actual... this here is going through the system, right? Here, or the sister. Okay, but like this is going through the system. That is the system itself, the 3 energy. Okay. Welfare. Okay. Like in Britain, if you're on welfare... This is where you get your money from, the dole office, right? Tax, dole office and everything else. This is tax and dole. Any of you guys out there that are having to pay your taxes, I'm going to have to sort mine out very soon. I've got to take all my shit to the tax office. But, like, say, for instance, if you're a single mum, in Britain you get help by the government because you're a single mother and you can't work, you have to stay at home. So you get income support. Okay, income support. Living allowance is also here. Breadline energy, okay, living day to day. So what is the Ace of Cups here, please, for Virgo? Why is the Ace of Cups here? So you got Hangman, 3, there you go. So you got 2 3s. Now, if you are in a third party and have been in it, you're still in that, okay? You're still in that situation. And you will be for a long time until you wake up. What is the Knight of Swords? Is a magician. So I'm just going to stick with the energy of the people that are looking at reconciliation, because it is there. It's like, well, I'll try my best. The magician to me is putting everything down on the table and saying, look, you know, let's discuss our feelings and about what we can do more practically about with what we've got, right? You know, we've got something, right? Unless you've got an STD or something like that, or a case of syphilis or whatever. But like, you know, what are we going to do with it? Okay. What's the... I'm also keep hearing people fighting over children. Like, what are we going to do with it? Or what we're going to do with it. Steve? Stephen King? Or Leo? What's the Nine of Wands? There you go. Aries. Scorpio, Aries, life path 4. Some of you could have a very controlling mother or father, or an ex energy here. Okay, now, this is, like I said, it's a masculine energy. Scorpio and Aries, okay? Masculine energy. Which means that I'm also worried. Okay, I want to, but I'm also worried. Okay, because it's like, I don't want this to happen again. Okay, or Glenn, or someone from Scotland. See you, Spat Rabbit. Come up here and get at it. Someone could be Ginger. Let's see, what's the 3? It's the King of Pentacles. So there is a very stable energy here. It's on, like you could be with this person already. You're just kind of going through the motions of this. Well, I also heard going through the motions of divorce. Settlement of divorce. Some of you, this could be around children here. About kids going to this energy here. What is this 6 of Swords for Virgo? 7 of Wands. Isn't it funny? So when I said the other reading had that card, I said the first card out they had first was the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is now on this side of the energy here. So what's the other reading that came out just before this one? Okay, I'll tell you because it will... Hold on a minute. Virgo, no, sorry, Sagittarius. Sagittarius or Taurus. They had these cards here, okay? So... Sorry, I'm just... I'm a little bit lost here. I'm hoping I'm doing Virgo right. I have said Virgo all the way through this. I've said Virgo right. Because I've just looked thinking, am I supposed to be doing fucking Libra or not? No. Libra's next. I have been doing Virgo. Libra is after you, but Libra's here. Some of you, like when you're a medium, man, y'all get these fucking names and cards all popping up in your head anyway. So, Virgo. Y'all could be like Life Path 9 Virgo Libra energy, because I keep hearing like Libra right here. So, you could have that within your chart, like Virgo in Libra. Scorpio, Libra, Scorpio, Aries energy, right? Here. And if that is you here, there's an energy of slightly worried and dubious about this energy that is like, not so fast am I just going to go straight back into how it was before. We need to discuss this and talk about it first and come to some sort of an arrangement first before I just let you willy-nilly straight back into my life waltzing Matilda, right? That's the same message that came up in the last reading. Like I said, your actual reading itself for the week will show you a hell of a lot more of what you've got coming up. But this is the next 48 hours, this dubious energy. It could be social services, constant visiting, children's rights, all that sort of stuff. That's a constant energy here. Or Constantine. Actually, they've made a second or third one of that, right? Some of you might be trying to stop smoking, or you're called Neo Girl. There's money here as well, wealth, like a lot of power energy. Okay. But I'm also hearing power of attorney as well. Power of attorney. Because this could be the attorney, and they're fucking shady. Slim Shady. But they could be Jodie, you right, Jodie? But like, they could be shady, this energy here. Or Sadie. Sarah, Steve, there's me. That is me. I have Virgo in my chart here. Known as a narcissist or a control freak. I am. Why? Because I told you, I ghost because I can't bear when it comes down to like staying around for like people to complain. I just, because I have Scorpio, Aries, right? So that's what I'm saying. The reading was valid, and it is here. People that buckle under pressure of people bitching and complaining at people, but you're supposed to take all of that. Okay, so it can be a lot of blamed, a lot of triggers, a lot of mirrors. You're going to do it again. You're going to run out on me. Okay, you're going to ghost me again. Why did they do it? Well, you've also got to look at what caused that energy for a guy to do that. Honestly, if you guys are complaining at a man, then please try and stop doing that so much. If you're really complaining at a guy, okay, for being a guy, like, you know, because like I said, they could have Scorpio, Aries in their chart, right? And they can be really passionate and really driven and really masculine and protective. But if they're pressured, Scorpio and Aries are a pressured energy, right? If you add pressure and keep building it and building it and building it and building it, then you're going to need a fucking squash ball in order to get rid of some like frustration. So just be careful on, like, you know, if there is ghosting and shit like that, and it to do with like arguments and temper, then calm your tits down, okay? Because I am really picking up on a big Sagittarian vibe coming in, or a Taurus energy, even though it isn't here, that is kind of present, that's made these happen. Because that can also be life path 5 energies, right? So that's what I've got for you so far. There's your next 48 hours, guys. Thanks very much. Now, if you want your full proper reading, where I dive right into your, well, they're about 2-week readings each. Okay, they're classed as a weekly, but they're about 2 weeks long for each one. So, and I go through the whole thing with you. So that is over on Patreon. That shows you all the patterns of behaviour, the king, the queen, who that relates to, who that is, that's the ex, that's the new partner, that's this partner, that's that one, you know, and then that's coming together or it isn't. Okay, that's what you get over on the other side, but you'll need the silver or the gold tier, or join the join button for all of the hidden and extra perks that you get on the join button. Okay, all right, guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you over on Patreon.